everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Buffy Season 8, issue number 28. Take a look at this cover right here. This is part of the Retreat storyline, part 3, and I think it's pretty clear out of these two covers which one I like the best. Almost always does the more realistic cover art win out of the two. So let's get into it. The basic gist of the story, and like I said, I can't show any pictures because of YouTube's copyright laws showing artwork that's not mine. But the basic storyline for this issue is that Andrew suspects that there's a traitor amongst the group. And he's going around with his video camera, videotaping everyone, and this is more or less used as a tool to see how everyone's adapting to their new lives in Tibet, rather than just Andrew searching for a traitor, spy. And we find that the slaves are they're pushing their magic back into the earth. Now this was talked about in the previous issue, but it's expanded on a bit more. And the slaves are actually losing their slayer power, because they're allowing the earth to drain it back into them. Andrew goes around and he's just talking to everyone. It seems like Buffy and Faith are on a good note right now. They're actually giving each other advice. And Xander says Xander is talking to Dawn, and they say that they need to tell a secret to Buffy, or maybe it's finally time that Xander tell Buffy how she feels. Now this is alluding you to thinking that Xander has feelings towards Buffy. And they actually go to a scene where he sits down, and it's a very touching scene where Buffy and Xander kind of, talk to each other, and they hold hands and stuff. And Buffy gets up and leaves. And she goes to tell Willow that she killed her in the future. During this, Andrew goes in and he talks to Giles, and he says to Giles, well, if Willow was dark in the future and evil in the future, shouldn't we do something about it? And Giles is trying to tiptoe around it, but eventually he says, yes, we got to do something about Willow turning dark. So, Willow talks to Oz a bit and bitches and moans. Really, nothing happens, and she's just more or less jealous that Oz has a life and a family. Then she goes to talk to Buffy, and Buffy abruptly tells her, I killed you in the future. And Willow seems pretty much unaffected by this, whether or not this is her hiding her feelings or just getting over the fact of using magic. But Buffy says, I killed you in the future. Willow's like, oh, okay, whatever. Shit happens. Well, obviously she doesn't say that, but she seems very unaffected and very understanding about what happens, and basically tells Buffy that's not going to happen. Buffy goes to tell Xander and finds Xander actually, well, I don't want to tell you what happens, because I think it's something that should be left open to the reader. And the issue finally ends with Andrew talking to everyone, saying that he thought there was a spy in the group, and suddenly a cat disappears. So Buffy says Twilight, and Amy must be nearby. And the preview for the next issue is Twilight flying around. So I guess Twilight's actually going to be doing something next issue instead of just being a background villain. So my opinions on this issue as a whole. Well, out of the Retreat storyline that has been fairly weak to this point. See, Buffy from the first 15 issues has been great. Then issues 16 to 20, or 15 to 20, meh. And then this Retreat storyline's been, the previous issues up till 28, from that point on, have been kind of mad too. They haven't been what the Buffy issues have been before. Buffy was fantastic. Now it's kind of settled down a bit. However, this does pick it up. This does pick up the storyline quite a bit more. I mean, the Retreat story isn't necessarily something that was looking forward to, or more or less I thought it was going to be a good storyline, but I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm still in the men's about it. However, this issue does pick up the story arc a bit, but unfortunately, it's in issue part 3 of a 4-part story arc, unless they expand it further. But that's not what the Buffy's issues do. They do 4-issue story arcs, so they're picking it up a little too late. I do like how the Slayers are pushing the energy back in the ground, although they're royally fucked if they ever got into a fight with Twilight or Amy or any of those people. But it's kind of interesting how they're trying to lose their magic. I did not like how the Buffy-Willow conversation was just so anticlimactic. For the past few issues, Buffy has been keeping this dark secret, and nothing really comes from it. I do like Andrew going around videotaping everyone. That's very nice. It was funny. It's a nod back to one of the previous episodes in season 7. And the ending with Xander was actually really a shocker. I was like, what? Really? No! Really? And I had to go back and look at it again because like, no! Really? So, it does have a good ending to it. With the exception of when Andrew goes around, he starts telling everyone he was looking for a spy. He just says, I accused Willow, and then nothing happened. It would have been interesting if he actually revealed that there was a spy, and he told everyone who the spy was. It would have been even cooler if he was a spy. Well, no, it wouldn't be cool because I like Andrew, but I think it would have been a shell shocker for us. But on a whole, Retreat Part 3, issue number 28, is definitely an improvement over the previous issues we've been getting from Buffy for a while. Buffy has been such fantastic comics, but it's kind of gone downhill in the previous issues. It's starting to pick things up. The art is a lot better than the previous issue. I would recommend picking this up. It is definitely a good Buffy issue. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.